Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Final Audio VR2000 and the VR3000. These seem to be very similar earphones, so I thought I'd put them in both in the same review. And as you can see, they look basically the same really, or extremely similar. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank a PR company who sent them to me on behalf of Final. So thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video, nor thoughts and opinions are my own. As you can see, that one's matte black, dark olive. Again, seems to be very similar, controller with a mic. And yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. So before we open them, let's have a look what you actually get. So on the back, spec wise, see the models different: FR2D, PLDO, PLMB. Impedance is the same, both 18. Sensitivity is 1 dB different, same weight. Looks like the accessories are all the same, as you can see. Ear hooks, pouch. So, as of right now, I'll just open the 3000. But if that's any different, I'll let you know in the next clip. So anyway, let's see what the 3000's like. This is also in the £60 kind of mark, kind of region. And that's in the £50 mark, the 2000 is. So, yeah, wonder what the extra 10 or so pound is actually like. Bit of magic, got them open. So yeah, 3000. I've also opened the 2000 as well. So let's see what you get. And that's it, nothing else there. So that's the 3000. Obviously the pouch, paperwork and that one. So let's have a look on this one. Nothing in there. So basically the same. So basically twins. The shape seems to be the same. And yeah, so we'll see what them are like in the review. So I presume the tuning is either going to be completely different or very similar. But yeah, time will tell. Yeah, as you can see, the VR2000 doesn't have a guide or user guide or anything like that. It has the pouch and the tips. So yeah, packaged exactly the same really. So yeah, I'm as usual going to spend a bunch of time with them, get my feel with them, obviously graph them afterwards. And yeah, you can see the tips are different colour as well. If that really makes any difference. And yeah, so I'll see you sometime in the future when I've had a good listen to these. So yeah, I'll see you in the next clip. So welcome to my review section of the Final VR2000, which is on the left, and the 3000, which is on the right. Extremely similar in reality. They also include like a small ear hook, which I didn't show you, which fits on here, stops it being loose. Again, visually the same. This is like a really dark army green, might show it on the camera, and this is black, so you can see the differences there. So yeah, so let's talk about, just look over them. I'll just pick this one as an example on the left, but they are visually identical apart from the colours. So right angle 4-pole, which we'll get to in a bit. Joint cable to here, Y split, chin slider, and obviously to the end. The controls on the right one. As you can see there, 3 buttons on there, mics on the back. And yeah, that's the right unit. So little strange, something which is VR has a mic. Now I wouldn't want a mic on VR, to be honest, because you're there to enjoy the game. I don't really want to talk to, like, you can talk to someone in the room, which makes more sense to me than talk to someone in a game. But anyway, so that's what they look like. Again, that's the same. The VR3000 is the same, but black. So comfort and fit, obviously, because it's a gaming thing. What's it actually like? Not bad at all, actually. They're not too bad. Build quality as well seems fine. Again, the 3000s are the same kind of thing really. So pound sensitivity, I found them both easy to power. There's a slight difference of sensitivity between them both, and they both use, I think, a 6mm driver. There is a slight, the tuning's not the same. It's similar, but it's not the same. But we'll get to that in a bit. So soundstage and imaging. So I think soundstage and imaging is better on the cheaper one, the 2000. The 3000 doesn't sound as big, but it's a bit more fun sounding. But I'll get to what I mean by that in a bit. Timbre on this set. Timbre on this set actually sounds fine, really, because it's a DD, and that's pretty much that. So, yeah, sound stage imaging is pretty good on this set. Better on the 2000. So for gaming, so I don't use VR. I'm just a normal gamer, so you either use headphones or my speakers or whatever. So for gaming, these are better. Like I said, better sound stage and imaging, but these have more bass. So these I find are a more fun set. So just before this as well, while I was listening to some music, before and after listening to some music, sorry, I did try a little bit of gaming. I played Alone in the Dark. I'm not that far into that game. And the VR2000 seemed in one way better spatially, but for obviously like rumble and bass, the 3000's a bit better. I think these sound a touch brighter sounding, the 2000s do. And that's it for gaming. I'm not a competitive user, nothing like that. But these seem more precise for gaming, and these seem a little bit more fun for gaming, and that's basically that. Yeah, so tuning and stuff like that, and basically with music. So I put the graph on there. Put these back. Yeah, so as you can see, overlaid, extremely similar, but after the video, if you just put one on a time each, the channel matching could be better, especially the more expensive 3000 model. But this is where graphs are a little bit misleading for this pair exactly. So the 3000 do have noticeably more bass rumble than the 2000. Doesn't show on the graph, but you do hear a difference. I've seen gaming, it makes a difference. Again, like me, I like electronic music. I prefer a little bit more low end. I prefer the bass of the 3000. Mid-range on this set seems very, very straightforward. These are on a mid-forward set. I like that. Vocals on this set was okay. Again, they are quite a calm set in the mid-range. So male and female vocals don't really stand out. Very smooth, really, in the mid-range is the best way to describe it. Again, there's a bit of driver mismatching or channel mismatching if you want to look in a bit. But vocals, yeah, nothing amazing, very straightforward, no problems really. I like that they're not boosted, but it depends on if you like more vocal centric music, you probably want more upper mid range definitely. Well, yeah, so yeah, like mids are clean really, and the bass is fairly it's a bit more bassy than it looks on the graph, to be honest. Now treble, again, we'll get to the differences. So this is where they probably make more of a difference. Mid-range on this set's pretty much the same thing really, but treble, I think the 2000s sound brighter than the 3000, and I think maybe that's that kind of elevation, like the 15k bit on the 2000. I think that helps that sound stage sound bigger. They do sound a bit brighter sounding. I prefer the tuning of the 3000 personally for music, a little bit warmer, slightly smoother tuning, not massively, but a little bit. But yet detail, separation and all that seems pretty good. The DD that they've used in this actually seems quite competent. I can't remember, I'm sure it's only 6mm, so it's not like the 10mm size that they're using like a lot of Chinese products, or even 12mm kind of drivers. But yeah, treble is okay. It can be a bit sharp at times, as you can probably tell from the graph. And the 8k elevation, that's real. So that's why these, I think they're picking for gaming, because it's definitely getting brighter further up the frequency range, so you can get more detail, and it's perceived for bigger sound, perceived more detail because it has more detail. Differently tuned from what I expect, because normally a lot of the DDs seem to roll off around the 8k area, and then obviously these go up to 8k, which is a bit different. But that's why I think they use them classed as VR, like obviously for gaming. But anyway, so treble on this set is actually okay. Again, there's no sibilance, but it can be a bit sharp sometimes. Just depends on your music library. I appreciate these are a different tuning, and that's it really. They're nothing outstanding. They're just different. So yeah, so in conclusion, what do I think of these? They're not a bad set. They're quite different. Now these, to me, my eyes should have been the same price. I think for paying nearly an extra £10 more for this 3000 model, I think they should have been the same. You shouldn't pay more for a tuning tweak considering it's the same driver size and nearly the same driver. Obviously that sensitivity, they've probably changed one part of the DD to make the difference. That's probably my guess. But yeah, for gaming, this is the better set. For more fun, that's the better set. I prefer this. But to be honest, even if they were the same price, I think this should be a little bit cheaper. I think there should be no more than £50. Really, there should be £40 to £50 tops. And obviously they come with the great tips. Obviously they come with the hook, so which I didn't show you, the one that goes on there. Obviously they come with the renowned final tips, which a lot of folks like. Build quality seems good. So yeah, negatives is this should be cheaper. Driver matching or quality control should be better. You don't need 4-pole really. I don't really see the point of that. It should just be 3-pole to keep things simple. And then you don't need to rely on, a 4-pole source really to keep things simple. But yeah, tuning's different. Not exactly my cup of tea, but I like that they're different. Yeah, the tuning is actually fine really. I had a friend of mine try these and he really liked them. He liked the 2000 more than the 3000, which is opposite what I would like personally. But for music and gaming, they're actually okay. It's different. They just didn't basically blow my socks off, but I do appreciate something different. But yeah, they need to have better build quality. I think a few folks have had Final before, and they really could be better really. And I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, on the whole, they're okay. They're not bad. They're not great. They're just somewhere in the middle, and they should be a little bit cheaper really. And that's my opinion. So yeah, I think that's it. If you know any more information about the 2000 and his 3000, please do let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Take care, and yeah, see you in the next video.